Join me as we enter week 5 of Souls of Saraku.
Hello, and welcome back to week number 5 of Souls of Saraku. And I just want to start out by thanking, I'm going to put his name on the screen now. He ended up sending me this. I wanted this calendar, and he offered to send it to me, and he did. I was very surprised, and it definitely made my week. So I just want to thank you for sending this. I mean, I'm super excited to dive into this. So thanks a lot. And with that, we did get a new character last week, and they sent an email out telling you that you can get because they didn't tell anybody in the instructions, but I figured if you just took a new character, it's just going to start out blank. But they do say that you can take all the boons, the gold, the inventory of a previous character and transfer it over. So with that, I'm just going to take Grimrot's because it was the last character I played, and he had 2 notoriety and 1 minion. He did have a ton of gold. He had 9 gold, so we had 8 already. So we'll go up to 17 gold. He did have a boon. We do get the boons. He had a dragon fire. He had 1 nightshade. Okay, so we'll stop with that. Now we're going to go over, since we got a new character, we'll just go over her stuff again real quick. Just to refresh here. We have a persuade, so +2 on persuade and convince rolls. We have velvet allure. Once per page, adds d20, or on any d20 charisma roll, you may re-roll and take the new result. And we have surges. You have 1 surge. You can use this to activate surge abilities. Regain all use surges at the beginning of each page. So that just means we get 1 surge every page for right now. In Notorious form, use 1 surge at d4 to a single d20 strength, dexterity, or constitution roll. And I kind of looked up on their website. They have like you can play like easy, hard, whatever. I'm kind of gonna play where you just have to decide if you want to use something beforehand. I think like easy mode, you can take a roll and then say, "Oh, I'm going to use a potion to add a die." I'm just going to kind of play. If I want to do the check, I'm going to take the potion beforehand. So I can't see what the roll is. I guess it'll make it a little harder. I don't know. I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. So with that, we're going to start our next week here. And remember, they were battling. The high mages were battling on the last page that we did here. So we're going to look at this here. So it's Monday, January 26th, and up in the corner we do see a pouch. So we always got to be looting. So we rolled a 3, and a 3 is a cryptweed. So we'll do 1 cryptweed. Hopefully we'll get to do some potion stuff soon. Okay, so Valor Spellwight managed to strike a deadly blow to the High Mage. He falls to the floor in agony, his power and energy drained. He gasps for air as the light in his eyes fades. Valor casually strolls out of the room, and the High Mage turns towards you. Oh, wow, okay. I thought he was going to win there for a second, the way the battle was going. My death changes nothing. This world was meant for us. Both those who serve the light manipulate it to favor their own desires. They are no different than us. They claim to be righteous, but they know nothing of the true power. They are the twisted ones who have destroyed the world. They are the corrupt ones. The Overlord understood this. I've been serving him my whole life, devoting myself to seeing his will carried out, to see the world put back together to its natural order. I regret nothing. Let this motivate you to complete the mission. Put the world back in its place. The soul crystal is ready. Once the Overlord activates it, he will consume the power, and the souls of the dead will fuel him. He will be able to squash these heroes with ease. I can do one last thing to help you. Take what life force I have left, use it, and get to the Overlord. So 1, take the remaining power, or take his remaining power, roll d20 wisdom. So we do have a +1 on the wisdom. So I'll roll our d20. We get a 3, +1 is 4. So if 5 or less, the high mage was near death. He didn't have much to give you, but you take what little remains. Restore d4. That's pretty fun. That's pretty funny. Well, we have a knack for failing on our first roll of the day. Well, we got a 3. We're only down to 13, so we're going to get 3 health. We're just going to go to our max health. I don't think you can go above your max health. It does say max, so we're going to play it that you can't go above your max health. So that was day 1 here. Oh, nice. Looks like we're going to get some stuff here. Tuesday, January 17th, or Truce Day. Deep Winter 27. Before you leave, the High Mage has extended his arm to give you something. Perhaps it can help you with your mission. Oh, nice. So it looks like we're going to get to pick one of these. Can't loot him. I mean, I'm surprised you can't loot his dead body, honestly, in this game. So let's see here. Pick one item to take with you. Equipped items can be managed on the equipment page in the Company Hero book. The page can also be downloaded, blah, blah, blah. Equipment. Your character can only equip one item of each type at a time. Example, one helmet can be worn, only one shield can be wielded. If you obtain a second item type you already have, you may equip it now. Wait to equip it on a page where you rest, or save it in case of death. If your health should reach 0 and your character dies, one possible consequence is to sacrifice an equipped item. These items count as one of those items that can be sacrificed. Note, if it is advised to wait till you resolve the events of tomorrow before you cut out the token. Okay. So, let's see here. We're going to pick one item to take with me. So let's see here. We have the Warden's Death Shield. I like that. Equip shield, 1 Constitution, 1 Defense. Oh, okay. Clench of the Forgotten Oath, 1 Constitution, 2 Health, 2 Max Health. That's pretty good. And Tome of the Forbidden Rites, 1 Constitution plus 1 Attack. I think we're gonna go with the Tome. That's what we're gonna say. We're gonna go with. It does say to wait, though. It is advised you wait until you resolve the events tomorrow before you cut out the tokens. Okay. Okay, so I think we're gonna take the tome right now, and we'll just see where that goes. We'll just wait to cut it out, as they said. Wednesday, Deep Winter 28. You witness Valor Spelllight enter the Overlord's throne room just up ahead. After witnessing his power, you know this is not going to be an easy fight. Before rushing into the fight, you might be able to gather some resources to aid you in the battle. Okay, so once again, we have to go to the different areas to resolve the different stuff. And we're going to start here. We could go to the execution chamber. This looks like a spell up here. And this looks like some weapons room. So I think we will start out by, let's start out by going to B here. Looks like the weapon room here. Okay. Area B, the armory. The Overlord has a small armory built and stocked close to his throne room for situations just like this. Roll d20 intellect. Remember investigator, which we don't have investigator, so we're going to get d20 plus intellect. Our intellect is 0. Okay, 17. So if your result is between 16 and 20, you find 4 items of your choice from the table. Okay? Nice. That must mean I get to take 5 of them. It says you find 4 items of your choice. So it looks like I might just get to take up to 4. Hmm. Okay, well, there's a treasure table. So let's do this. Let's take, we know it's going to be a big fight here. So, let's take let's do 1 health potion. We'll do a health potion. Let's do 1 combat tonic. Do we take a warding ointment? I don't even know what that does. Let's see what a warding ointment does. Let's see here. Oh, so that's a defense roll. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do a warding ointment. And we get 1 more. Do we just take all? Let's just take another dragon fire. I think that adds to our attack roll. Okay, so that was a success. Yeah, let's just kind of work around. Let's go to C here. Looks like it's an altar, so the altar. An altar of offering table sits just outside the throne room. It is for those loyal subjects who can be seen but wish to tidings to the overlord. You're sure the overlord wouldn't mind or notice if something went missing, especially if it was taken to aid him. Roll d20 wisdom. So once again, we have a +1 on our wisdom. So we got 16. Okay, 17. If your roll is 16 or more, you find a few coins and some valuable medical herbs. Gain 3 gold. Man, we are rich. We're up to like 20 gold already. 3 gold, 1 wolfsbane, and 1 bone dust. Okay, so 1 bone dust and 1 wolf bane. Okay. All right. Should we even look out the window? Let's do it. We're probably gonna check out everything because it seems like this is gonna be a crazy battle. So the hallway. There are a few pathetic henchmen in the hallway outside the Overlord's throne room. They must have been hiding when the heroes of light passed through. Pathetic or not, they can at least provide a distraction for you in the battle. If your notoriety is 2 or lower, take a -2 penalty on this roll, which it is. It is 2 or lower, so we're gonna have to lose. We're gonna have a penalty of 2. So we have to do A. Demand they accompany D20 strength or rally them to join. Well, we're gonna do rally because you roll a D20. So, and we do have persuasive, so we're gonna get a +2. And we do have a reroll on a page too. So let's see here. We're going to go D20 for charisma. So we get a +2. So we get 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Nice. And with that, if your result is 15 or higher, you gain 4 minions. Nice. Some cannon fodder here. So we've got 5 minions. Now we're going to go to A, the execution room, it looks like. The torture chamber. You hear screams and shouts coming from a secret room. Not many people know of this torture chamber, where the Overlord likes to keep his most vile enemies close to his post of command. Inside, you discover a few tormentors, completely unaware of the battle raging on the Dark Citadel. Have them follow you. If your notoriety. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot my notoriety was 2 less. So I had a 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah, so we would have been fine on the last one, but I do got to remember that. So we can We're going to take a -2. Demand they accompany you, roll strength, or B, rally them to join you. D20 charisma. We are going to do charisma because we get the +2, +2. So we're going to get a +4. So 6, well, we get a +2 because we get a +4 -2. So we get 8 total. And remember, we can, once per page, reroll any D20 charisma and take the new result. So we are going to reroll that. So 18 plus 2 is 20 because it's +4 -2. So we definitely are very charismatic. I mean, she looks like it, right? So if your result is 15 or more, gain 4 minions. Wow, up to 9 minions. Okay, we got a lot of cannon fodder here. All right, now let's just go to E here. The throne room. Are you sure you are ready to enter the battle? You may want to stop here or continue to explore before returning here. Now we're going on. We are headed on to the battle for sure. And we already did everything, so you can't go anywhere else. Thorns Day, Deep Winter, 29. You enter the throne room to find the fight hasn't started. Not wanting to interfere with the Overlord, you climb to an upper balcony to avoid detection while you watch and plan. So it looks like, oh, there's Mossbeard. Yeah. And of course, what do we got here? We have a pouch. That's pretty funny. So let's see what we're gonna get here. So we're gonna get to roll here and see what we're gonna get. We get a 1, which is a Nightshade. So we're gonna get a Nightshade. So we already have 1. We're gonna have 2 now. Your kingdom ends today. The souls of the innocent will no longer suffer under your tyranny. By the light, I will see you cleansed from this world, says Tobin Goldleaf. There is nowhere left for you to run, no shadow left to hide in. Your reign ends at the tip of my arrow, says Laren Moonstride. You have poisoned this land for long enough. Nature will reclaim what has been stolen, and your corruption will be washed away, says Doran Mossbeard. Finally, a foe worth the bloodshed. Prepare yourself, for today you die, says Thorgon Bloodfury. I have spent my life unraveling the mysteries of magic, and now I shall unravel you. Your vile power will be your undoing, says Valor Spellwright. The Overlord stands unwavering, his voice a deep, echoing menace that fills the chamber. Fools, you stand before a power far beyond your feeble grasp. Come then, and let me show you the true meaning of despair. The moment the battle is coming, and you have a chance to plan your next move. So we have A, B, or C. We have to pick one. So sneak to a better position, um, or sabotage the battlefield, or create a diversion. Let's do. Let's create a diversion here. So create a diversion. You roll D20 wisdom. We do have a +1 on our wisdom here. And I think we're going to use our boon here. So when you use a boon, you get a plus D4. Oh my gosh. So that's a 1. That's a natural fail. So it doesn't even matter that we used our boon. Oh wow. Yeah, we created a diversion, all right. We probably walked in and fell on our face. If your result is 5 or less, the heroes will not be distracted easily. Now they are aware of your presence and the threat you pose. Take a 2 penalty on your defense rolls for the next page. Wow, that was terrible. So we will have to remember that. That was not good. So we have a so we're gonna have a -2 on our defense rolls. So we have to remember that. So we will put a, we're just going to put a little -2 here to remind us. And let's see. It looks like the fight is about to begin. And of course, some gold. Why not? Why wouldn't we loot in the middle of a battle? So we got a 4. So we gain 4 more money. So we're up to 24 money. It does crack me up just to have a pouch of gold there. So Fruits Day, Deep Winter 30. The throne room erupts into an epic battle. Daggers slash, arrows fly, and magic sparks envelop the air as the heroes try frantically to take down your overlord. The heroes of light are focused on the overlord, but they will occasionally engage you in a fight when they perceive you as a threat. All right, so looks like the spell guy there. He's the big bad out of the big good, I guess. So you must survive 3 rounds of combat. At the start of each round, roll a d20 and use the result to see which hero attacks you. If the result is a 1 or 2, Tobin raises his mace. Okay, so we have to do 3 rounds of combat. Okay, so we're going to roll a d6 here. Or no, d10. So we'll roll our d10 here. And we have 3 rounds of combat here. And we take a -2 on our defense, so we have a 2. So this will be the first round. Let's put a little mark here. First round of fighting. So we rolled a 2, and so the Tobin raises his mace. With it burning in golden fire, he brings it crashing down, releasing a shockwave of righteous fury that sends you fleeing, reeling. Cleric. Okay, so he has 13 here. Okay, so we roll a d20. We have a +2 on our attack here. So do we want to use a dragon fire? I think we do. And dragon fire will add, pretty sure dragon fire adds d4 to a damage roll. Okay, so let's see here. Combat tonic adds a d4 to a single attack roll. So let's use a combat tonic here. So we're going to add a d4 to our attack roll. So we're going to attack. We get a +2 on our attack. So 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so we did beat his shield. And we have to attack a 5 here. So we roll a d8. And I think I am going to use we're going to use a dragon fire. Because the dragon fire lets us add a d4 to an attack roll. Yeah, I definitely want to get a hit here. Yeah, to a single damage roll. Yeah, I would like to get a hit because I really don't want to. I don't have a lot of defense because I have negative on my defense. So I get a d8 plus a d4. So 4, and I'm glad I used that because I got a 1. So that equals 5. So we did enough damage. So he's not going to attack us. So we do get 2 money. We hit him so hard, money fell out. Okay, so now we're going on to round 2 with combat here. We're going to roll our d10. See who we fight. So 9. The result is 9 or 10. Valor flicks his finger, and the air around you distorts. Valor's energy erupts towards you as unseen forces crushing you. So he has a 15. Wow. All right, so we get +2 to our attack here. Fortunately, I think this is going to be hard to. Oh wow, we got a natural 20. Okay, so we do get a boon. That's huge. So we did get a boon there. And we got to do 6 damage to kill him. So we're going to roll a d8. Do we just use the boon? Or let's just use, let's use the boon to get a D4 because we have to do 6 damage to him. So, and wow, look at that. We got super lucky again. 2 plus the 4 is 6. So we did hit him, so we don't have to defend, and we get 2 money. He's got all the cash. Tons of money now. And we have one more round of combat. She's been a fighter, actually. I'm surprised. So a 1, looks like we're going to fight Tobin again. So once again, he's going to raise his mace with it burning with golden fire, and he brings it crashing down, releasing a shockwave of righteous fury that sends you reeling. So we get a D20 plus 2. We get plus 2. So 14, 15. All right, so we got a 15. So we do have a dragon fire. We're not going to use it. So we're just going to roll a D8 and hope to get a 5 here. So we got a 3. Probably should have used it. So we're going to roll our defense. He has a 13 attack coming at us. And we do get a -1 because we do get a +1, but we have a -2 for this whole round. So let's see. We got 15. -1 is 14. So we do block it. So we're going to take no damage. So that wasn't too bad. Once you survive 3 rounds, the heroes turn towards Overlord, ready to focus their attack on their prime target. Oh man, there's just a cluster. He's surrounded now. So Stars Day, Deep Winter 31st, Sunday, Snow Send 1. All right, so you witness the Overlord starting to break under the brutal assault, and it becomes evident that the battle is not going in the favor of the Overlord. One of the heroes lets out a loud rallying cry, and they all turn to focus a barrage of attacks on him. Okay, so there's nothing to loot here. So it looks like this will be a big battle here, maybe. With a moment of hesitation, an idea comes to you. If you seek your own path to power, you might find a way to ensure you come out on top. You have a decision to make. So 1, sabotage the Overlord. 1B, assist the Overlord. Okay. Do we want to betray him? She does want to be super powerful, and she is a villain. This is going to be a tough choice. I think we're going to be loyal. We are going to assist the Overlord. Note down, loyal to Overlord somewhere for future use. So we're going to put that in our notes. Yeah, I don't want to betray him. Probably should, but loyal to Overlord. So we'll find out when that's useful in the future. Now we have 2A, B, C, D, or E, or F. Okay, so we get to pick all of these. What do we want to do here? So shove them off balance. So roll D20. Deflect their blows, dexterity. Absorb the focus of attack, +1 on or Constitution. Interrupt their next move, intellect. Weaken from afar, wisdom, or taunt them with charisma. Okay. I think we're going to do charisma because we do get a reroll once per page on charisma. So yeah, we're going to taunt them. But as this playthrough has gone, if you watched all of them, you know taunting, I get laughed at quite a bit. Every time I try to taunt somebody, they find a way to laugh at me. So we're going to taunt them, and we're going to roll D20. We don't have intimidate. So we get a +2. We get a +2 on our charisma check here. So we get a 4. +2 is 6. Now, we can use this again once per page, or reroll any D20 charisma. We are going to reroll that. We got 11. So we get 11 plus 2 is 13. So if the result is 11 or more, you call out a false warning and shift their focus. Gain 1 notoriety. Up to 3 notoriety. When you get up to 20 notoriety, you get to upgrade or you get to level up one of your numbers over here. Yeah, and with that, looks like that's it. So I don't know. I don't understand why they said wait to equip one of these or wait to cut this out. I'll have to look that up because it didn't say for me to equip it. So I don't really know. We picked the Tome of Rights. So I don't know if it just goes into our inventory somewhere and we don't have a chance to equip it yet. I know they say you can equip stuff on a rest, I think. But they also have they do have an equipment page here, so you can put your equipments on. They also have this here, which you get henchmen and pets. So I'm kind of curious on when we're going to get this too. I've never done this before. I think I'm actually going to cut these out instead of flipping back and forth. It's kind of annoying. This way I can have all my inventory, and see what all the spells do without having to switch it back and forth. But yeah, with that, she's it's going pretty well, surprisingly. Um, Here's a little glimpse into the future. But yeah, it's going pretty well, surprisingly, because we have 24 or 28 gold. We got a bunch of stuff here, a bunch of combat tonic, or no, we don't have combat tonic anymore. But yeah, overall, I think our character's doing very well. So maybe this is the calm before the storm. So yeah, with that, thanks for watching. If you liked it, please subscribe, and we'll see you next week.